That's a victory. Wow. Believers, we are back. Oh man. Oh man, of course I'm kidding, guys. Of course I'm kidding, but let me be a little bit I feel a little bit lighter, you know. This was a match that the only Maestro Giampaolo can fucked up so much with his team. The only Maestro Giampaolo is the one that is gonna help us out. Yes, we needed to arrive in Lecce and be down 2-0 against Lecce. And the Maestro, with his substitution, messed up the team, conceding 3 goals to one of the worst Milan of the last 25 years. A Lecce, guys, that I just read the stats before recording a video. A Lecce that in the last 4 matches of Campionato didn't score a single goal. And guess what? They scored 2 against us. Not only that, but Lecce, in their stadium in Via del Mare, they didn't score a single goal in 2025. And we conceded not just 1, but guys, 2 goals to Krstovic, that for a moment seems to be Benzema prime, dribbling, ciao, gabbia, sportiello, panicking. Unbelievable. A team that clearly the substitution messed up completely, and for the quality of the players that Milan has, he was able to to win the match. Of course, guys, we're making fun of Lecce because of Giampaolo, but if we can find a man of the match for our beloved team, it's gonna be Christian Pulisic, of course. Well, guys, before we start with analyzing this match, as you see, I took a little bit more of notes this time because I'm start to be completely detached from the final result of the match. Of the match of the team, because I do understand that this team it is back to banter area. This team, it doesn't have ambitions, so we have to move our expectation a little bit low, you know, and understanding that is a team that will struggle for the rest of the season. So we have to just accept it as it is, and a victory is a victory. But it's of course, now we're gonna start analyzing a little bit more about the match, guys. But remember to put a like to this video, because finally we can I can't celebrate this victory, but we can finally talk about football and not whining about Cardinale, about Ibrahimovic, about this and that. By the way, keep in mind, guys, that Cardinale had a press conference in America recently, and in the maybe tomorrow, the day after, we're gonna analyze a little bit his words, because of course there are a lot of things that we can understand, and we can try to interpret about what's the future of this club, how these men see the sport, how completely delusional his reality is. So we're gonna maybe do a video, we're gonna do a video tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that, so make sure to subscribe to the channel of your old Rossonero that today is wearing, you can see, solo la maglia, guys, because that's the only thing that we got left. Even the Curva Sud was saying solo per la maglia, because that's the only thing left of our beloved Milan. A Milan that today played at 6 o'clock Central European time in Via del Mare, and Milan right away scored a goal after 50 seconds. Classic Pulisic third pass through Theo Hernandez that put the ball in the middle, with the outside goal of Jimenez. Unfortunately, Jimenez is a player that at the moment it does not fit in this Milan. It's not because his technique, it's not about because his potential, but at the moment it's clear to see that Abraham is a certain player that can help really the team, especially the chemistry in between Abraham and Leao, it's magical, and we have to use it. I think this is something that we can start talking about it. Now, we can talk about it. Then in the first counter-attack, Lecce scored with an incredible goal by Krstovic. The defense, guys, the defense is being horrible. The main problem from Pioli time, if you remember, was the defense, and we're still having the same freaking problem with the defense. Nothing has changed. Today, Ciao was horrible. Gabbia was okay. Hernandez was okay on the first half, I have to say, but defensively still causing problems. And even Walker, let me tell you today, that I didn't completely like. Was interesting the choice of Sergio Conceição to place Sottil as a right back at some point. That was a completely messed up, in my opinion, because we analyzed Sottil before coming to Milan, and never in his entire career he played as a right back. He always played as a winger or on the left. But again, it's a kind of player that he shouldn't be playing right back, and could have been a problem, because most of the goal, if you remember, conceded by Milan, they always start from the right back, allowing a cross over the second post, Sleepy Hernandez header goal of the away team. Today, Lecce, I can feel it that after the 2-2, they realize, oh man, they lost completely the head. They were not aggressive like, the Lazio. They were not aggressive like the Torino or the Bologna that we faced. So Milan won the match, yes, but Lecce lost it mainly. In my opinion, that's what I saw. I saw two teams at equal level. I didn't see Lecce that worse than Milan. I think the two teams at the same level. Milan just been a little bit more with the quality of the player, specifically with the brain of Pulisic, was able to win. I don't think that Milan won the match. I think Lecce lost it. Anyway, also today we saw in a midfield, we saw a new a new couple, a new CC, Bondo and Musa. Now, on Musa, I think we already talked a lot about Musa. There is not much else to say. Okay, we can understand that. We all understood that, again, Musa is not a CC. He's a right back. He can play, he can run fast, he got dribbles. But the thing that Musa doesn't have is vision. And I don't know why constantly play in a CC position, in a central midfielder. Bondo, sometimes I was like, Bondo, sometimes it does remind me a little bit Musa, how he plays, so a little bit insecure, but I understand it. He's 21 years old, like Musa. I think he's 21, but doesn't have experience in Milan. So, the first few matches you can't really judge a player, but a little bit of charisma, as I see, it depends how it's gonna be trained by the coach, whoever is gonna be the next coach of Milan. So yeah, we finished the first half on 1-0 for Lecce, goal of Krstovic, that almost scored a second goal on the first half. But Milan tried, especially in the second part of the match. On the second part of the first half, he tried, but was unlucky. I start seeing Falcone, the goalkeeper from Lecce, doing incredible saves, and gave me Milenkovic-Savic vibes. Remember against Torino, that saved everything. So it gave me the same vibes. I was like, oh my god, there we go, man of the match Falcone incoming. First half really good by Lecce. Second half with the fucked up changes of the maestro Giampaolo, that of course messed completely the defense, the vibes of the team. Lecce was it was not dominating, but Lecce was handling Milan correctly. Milan wasn't dangerous so far, and then the substitution that he did, boom, messed up. Caused, of course, and we have to underline this as well, by a positive entrance of Rafa Leao. We all want to say this because often we criticize Rafa, and we assume that all the problems of Milan are Rafa Leao. Milan play bad, Milan play horrible, Milan create 2-3 things. The 2-3 things are created by Rafa Leao. If it's not for Leao, you don't win this kind of match. Pulisic, of course, but Pulisic has to be played in the, how can I say this? Play has to be put in the right condition to perform his ball knowledge. And Rafa Leao has to be placed in his own condition to play in the perfect Rafa that we all know. So what I will say is Rafa Leao tonight, together with Pulisic, were the extra player, the player that they create the victory for us. So the man of the match, of course, it is Christian Pulisic, of course. The second player, I think, in my opinion, that played really well, it was Rafa Leao. Really, really, really good. Always dangerous. However, another player that I like together, talking about striker, and that came in the second half was Tammy Abraham, that I think have a better feeling with Rafa, has experience in the Campionato Italiano, and we can see the results whenever the two are playing together. There is a feeling, and I love that. What else? Oh, well, second half we can also say that Milan tried, but Falcone was very smart, and there was also a lot of time that literally the ball didn't want to go in. I remember a couple of occasions with Santi Menez that the ball didn't want to go in either. Incredible save by Falcone or hitting the post. I remember a cross in the middle, and Musa had 7 freaking meters of goal, and you just need to touch the ball to go in, and instead of touching and the ball goes straight, it went up. It bounced on Musa and went up. Fucking unbelievable, man. It was like so frustrating. And then Krstovic scored the second goal. Completely deserved, because that's how teams like this plays, in counter-attack and shooting from distance. And that's exactly what they did. The substitution, Joao Felix scored the first goal completely unwanted, because he kicked the ball to let the ball go straight. The ball eventually went on the right, hitting the Lecce defender and scoring an own goal. So lucky, but fuck yeah. I mean, I think we had already a good dose of unluck in this season. So I think it's okay to have a little bit of luck. It's fine. Caused the penalty by Christian Pulisic, score the goal. Central, great. I love that he took the responsibilities to say the last one I missed, and it's never easy the second one after you missed, because you have fear. Now you have the fear that you might miss it, and instead he scored a goal. Great. And the last goal, incredible assist by Rafa, and goal of Pulisic. Just simple has to push the ball inside. Another incredible match, guys, of Milan Lecce. Every year in Lecce Milan is always something. A Mamma Mia match is always something. It's never like a 1-0 or a 0-0 or a 1-1. It's always some crazy ass match. And I think, remember last year it was a 2-2. The most famous one, of course, is when Lecce was winning 3-0 on the first half. Boateng came in 3-3, and Yepes on assist of Cassano, goal of the 4-3. Incredible match, I still remember. That was the year after winning the Scudetto. Was so cool, that match. Lecce Milan, always a fun match to watch, I have to say. Absolutely, very funny. Side notes, we need to add a little bit of side notes. I'm very happy to see Florenzi back in the bench, in the dressing room. I think those players, as you see how he was talking, as soon as Pulisic scored the 3-2, he took aside Fofana, start talking and telling him exactly what to do, blah, blah, blah. I think certain players, Florenzi, you know, some Italians, and also in the past we had like the Adli, the Salemakers, all players that they have a personality and they care about Milan. I love to see also Tomori standing up, even he's not playing. He doesn't want to go to Juventus, but this season they're gonna kick him to Juventus, and Juventus is gonna do good to buy him for 30 million. Of course, But it was good, honestly, to see that the bench all together, trying to recreate a group. Now we don't know if Conceição is going to be happy about this victory. I think at the end of the day, after 3 defeats in row in this moment of the Campionato, a victory was a must, and it doesn't matter how it came, it's a victory. I will take any day a victory 3-2 rather than watch a victory 1-0. You see what I mean? Like it's been fun. It's been a fun match to watch. It's been a fun match. So definitely, I will put my stamp of approval as a Mamma Mia match because it's been Mamma Mia. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now. Tomorrow we're gonna make another video. That's it. Ciao.